You got to have a lot of water to do that. Now, folks, understand, that is what baptism is all about. When we are immersed beneath the waters, what it pictures is the fact that we are totally committed to Christ. Not partially. You know, you don't come down in there and say, okay, just take me halfway down because I don't want to give him a whole life. You know, just lay, that's good enough. No, you're saying, he's got all of me. Put me under the water and totally immerse him. See, that's what makes the celebration so beautiful, not only to us, but to Jesus. Can you imagine what that means to him when he sees you totally immersed in him? By the way, baptism also pictures the burying of your old person and the bringing up of the new person. You know, we don't come down into the waters and say, now look, there's a few sins I want to hang on to. Just want to keep them, so kind of just put me back about right there because I want to keep some of my sin. No, it's bury all of me with my selfishness, my self-absorption. Put all of that away. Bring up the new person. That's what baptism is all about. Now, as I close, I want to say this. I want to be very sensitive to the people that God sends to Christ Fellowship, because people come to our fellowship from all sorts of backgrounds. And I want you to know we love that you are here, no matter what background, religious you came out of, cultural you came out of, it doesn't matter. But you may be saying, well, Rick, you know, I was sprinkled, I was baptized as a baby, I did this. You know, we have people come to us who, after they got saved, they didn't get immersed, they got sprinkled. And I'm describing some of you this morning. And you may be saying, well, did my sprinkling, did that count? Did that matter to God? Well, folks, let me just say this. God always cares about our heart, or the attitude of our heart. And listen, if you were sprinkled and that meant something in your heart, you better know that meant something to Jesus. You better know that He'd love that if your heart was right and you were saying, Jesus, I'm doing this because of this relationship. But here's the point I want to make to you. If Christ, who died for us, loved us so much that He was willing to immerse Himself in death for us, if He was willing to do that, don't you know it would be a blessing to Him if we said, Jesus, I want to be baptized the way you want me to be baptized. And Lord, I want to do it because I love you. Lord, I want to walk the aisle with you, as it were, in my baptism. And I want to walk the aisle with you the way that you have prescribed, the way that you desire. Lord, I want to go before the public, and I want to be put under those waters and say I'm totally immersed in Jesus. You see, don't you think that would be a blessing to God, a blessing to our Savior, if we said we want to do that because we love you? You know, you don't want to stand before God and Him say, hey, I'm glad you're here. You're in heaven, glad you're here. Why didn't you do that the way I asked you to? You don't want to say, come on, Jesus, I did it once. I got sprinkled. What do you want? You don't want to say that. You want to say, Lord, whatever you ask me to do, I want to do it. And I want to do it right. And so, Lord, if you want me to picture my love for you by total immersion, then that's what I'll do. Because I love you and because I want the world to know.